P. Diddy, the legendary architect of Bad Boy Records and one of the most recognizable moguls in hip-hop history, has once again become the center of a whirlwind of rumors. This time, the internet is buzzing with claims that he was discovered dead inside his federal prison cell. The conspiracy theories have ignited like wildfire, social media is boiling over, and everyone seems to be demanding answers. How could something like this even happen? Could Jay-Z, another titan of the music world, have had anything to do with it? And just when the chatter reaches its peak, another shockwave hits the public. Whispers spread that Jay-Z himself has recently been taken into custody. The speculation feeds on itself, and people are scrambling to piece together connections between these two giants of the industry. What is real? What is fabricated? What are we not being told? Before we plunge into this chaotic web of accusations, theories, and sensational claims, make sure to tap the like button if you crave more jaw-dropping stories like this one, subscribe for updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss a twist in these ongoing sagas. Because trust me, there are plenty of twists coming. To understand how the current storm formed, we have to go back to the central figure, Sean Combs, widely known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or simply Diddy. For decades, Diddy has been a towering presence in music, business, fashion, and entertainment. He built careers, broke records, and established himself as a cultural powerhouse. But in recent years, his reputation has been overshadowed by mounting controversies and troubling legal issues that have reshaped his public image. In early to mid-2025, after a long and highly publicized court battle, Diddy was convicted on 2 counts of transporting individuals for prostitution. These charges carried the potential of a far longer penalty, but the court ultimately handed him a sentence of 4 years and 2 months in federal prison, in addition to a massive $500,000 fine. Throughout the nearly 2-month trial, he faced accusations of sex trafficking and racketeering, but he was ultimately acquitted of those more severe allegations. On October 3, 2025, he received his sentence and was denied any chance at bail, which kept him confined at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn until authorities transferred him to the Federal Correctional Institution in Fort Dix, New Jersey. His initial release date was set for May 8, 2028. However, recent updates from within the prison system revealed that Diddy's release has been moved almost a full month later, now scheduled for June 4, 2028. This extension resulted from multiple disciplinary violations inside the facility. Officials reported that he had been involved in an unauthorized 3-way phone call involving his legal team and a public relations representative, a significant breach of prison regulations designed to prevent inmates from coordinating outside activities that could potentially break the law. Allegations also emerged claiming that Diddy had consumed homemade alcohol, something prohibited in federal prisons. Although his spokesperson denied the alcohol-related accusation and insisted that Diddy was focusing on rehabilitation and personal development, the infraction still influenced the decision to prolong his incarceration. Despite the darker rumors circulating online, those close to Diddy say he has been making an effort to adjust to his environment. He has reportedly been active in religious programs, serving as an assistant to the prison chaplain, which grants him access to certain spaces and privileges during services. His supporters claim he is trying to better himself, participate in counseling and spiritual programs, and maintain stability in the harsh environment of a federal correctional institution. But then the internet exploded with claims that Diddy had been found dead in his cell. These stories have spread across message boards, social platforms, and online tabloids, each adding new layers to the narrative. Yet, there has been no official confirmation from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, no report from law enforcement, and no credible news outlet verifying such an event. In fact, sources connected with Diddy have repeatedly denied that anything like this has taken place. They insist he is alive, continuing to serve his extended sentence, and focusing on navigating the difficult conditions of his imprisonment. According to them, the conspiracy theories about his death are simply another example of how sensationalized coverage tends to escalate when high-profile figures become entangled in criminal prosecutions. While the Diddy rumors rage on, Jay-Z, another massively influential figure in hip-hop and business, has found himself pulled into the story through speculation rather than verified fact. In 2025, Jay-Z was reportedly arrested on a firearms possession charge, a rare legal setback after many years without major controversy. This event caught fans and critics off guard, but nothing credible has connected his arrest to Diddy's incarceration, much less to the bizarre rumors of Diddy's supposed death. Still, theories have surfaced claiming Jay-Z might somehow be involved in orchestrating harm against Diddy or manipulating the legal system to influence Diddy's fate. Yet again, no solid evidence supports these ideas. Legal experts and insiders suggest that while the two men operate within overlapping circles, socially, professionally, and legally, their current situations stem from separate circumstances rather than a coordinated conspiracy. Over the years, both have faced varying degrees of legal trouble. Jay-Z, especially in his younger days, had run-ins with the law, though he has spent decades building a polished, business-focused public image. Diddy, meanwhile, has dealt with numerous high-profile legal challenges, culminating in the convictions that led to his current incarceration. Their histories, combined with the public's appetite for dramatic narratives, have created fertile ground for rumors linking them in ways that are not substantiated by confirmed information. Inside Fort Dix, where Diddy is housed, conditions are far from easy. The facility has seen its share of violence, tension among inmates, and accusations of misconduct among staff. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Diddy was once threatened by another inmate wielding a makeshift weapon, though the situation reportedly ended without serious injury and was labeled more of an intimidation attempt than a true attack. Even so, it highlights the reality that being a high-profile inmate comes with unique risks, heightened attention, and perhaps additional hostility from other prisoners. As of November 2025, everything verified indicates that Sean Diddy Combs is alive and continuing to serve his 50-month sentence. His slightly extended release date reflects the disciplinary issues documented by prison authorities. The claims of his death lack any reliable confirmation, and the connection being drawn between Diddy and Jay-Z's legal troubles is built largely on speculation rather than established fact. Jay-Z's arrest, though surprising, appears to be part of unrelated legal proceedings that intersect only through the public's eagerness to see patterns and hidden motives where there may be none. This entire saga, with its rumors, theories, and overlapping controversies, reflects the way public fascination often magnifies the problems of major celebrities. When larger-than-life personalities face legal trouble, the lines between fact and fiction blur. Social media amplifies every whisper, every accusation, every supposed leak until a narrative forms that may have little resemblance to reality. The truth, based on all available verified information, is that Diddy is alive, serving his slightly lengthened sentence under challenging conditions, and Jay-Z's legal issues revolve around separate charges with no proven ties to Diddy's imprisonment or rumored death. As these stories continue to unfold, people will no doubt keep debating whether this situation is part of something deeper and more sinister, or simply the product of endless media noise and online exaggeration. What do you think is happening behind the scenes? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe to stay updated, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter in this ongoing saga involving two of hip-hop's most iconic figures.